Do you want to know how to turn this simple butterfly into 6 amazingly unique designs such as these in Cricut Design Space? Well, you're in the right place. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video for a cool tip about where we got these butterflies. Hello and welcome back to the Goneedle channel. To start, I'm going to show you how to make this design right here in the middle first. Now, you want to import an image that you'd like, such as the butterfly that we will use. So in order to do that, you want to go to Upload and select Upload Image right here. Then go ahead and browse. Select the file that you want. Mine is right here. I save it as an SVG file. That way it shows up with no background. Go ahead and open it. As you can see right here, it is just the butterfly. Save it and it shows up right here. Now what you want to do is insert that image. It shows up right here. Let's go ahead and hide that and resize this. There we go. So as you saw, the first one, we had this butterfly split down the middle. In order to split it down the middle, we want to first go to Shapes and grab a square. Once you grab a square, you want to take this square and position it directly in the middle of this butterfly. To make this easier on you, you can go ahead and align this butterfly with 2 lines on the y-axis right here, 2 guidelines, simply like that. So as you can see, you have a line right down the middle where you can place this square. You want this square to cover the entire half of the butterfly, so you can place it a little bit higher, like that. And then simply drag it down so it covers the entire right side of the butterfly. From here, you want to simply select both the butterfly and the square. You can do this by shift clicking. From there, you go into the bottom right to click Slice. Slicing it will give you 4 slice results, however we only want 2. So you can go ahead and delete the slice results that have shown up in gray. These 2 you can simply delete. Now if you see here, you have 2 halves of the butterfly. Now we want to add some text in the middle of this. So to do that, you can simply go to Text, type what you like, change, and from here you want to simply ungroup this, going to here and click ungroup. From there you want to individually take each letter and roughly place it in the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect because we can use the align tool to make it perfect in just a second. There we go. From here you want to drag and select all these letters without selecting the butterfly wings. Go to the top and click Align. Once you click Align, you want to center them horizontally so that they're perfectly in line. And from there, you also want to distribute vertically. Right there. So that way it is the same amount of space in between each letter. From here, you can adjust the size of this text however you'd like. Control Z that. First, you can group this actually to make it easier to move. Simply drag and go to the top right and click Group. That way you can move it without adjusting each letter individually. Simply place this wherever you'd like it to be. Make it a little bit smaller. Align the butterfly wings with it. And from here, if you want to perfect this, you can drag, select the entire image, and go back to Align and distribute horizontally. Once you distribute horizontally, it'll align it if it is not already aligned. And after that, you can also click Align and center it vertically. There we go. This is perfectly how I want it. Once you do this, you can drag, click the whole thing and group it, just so it's one image that you can move. And don't worry, just because it's grouped, it still will print each part individually when you go to print it. Go ahead and go back. And now the next design we are going to do is, let's go ahead and open this. This one right here on the right. Now this is very similar to the one we just made, however it is in the middle. So in order to make this, we are going to need to bring in the butterfly once again. Go ahead and select it. Insert the image. And resize this butterfly. Make it a little easier to work with. From here I'll actually group these together just so it's easier to see. And there we go. Now for this butterfly, we want to make the slice through the middle. So in order to do this, we want to grab a shape, square, and take this square and put it right where the line of the two halves of the wing meet. As you can see, it's right in the middle of that. From there, simply extend it like you did before so it covers the entire bottom half of the butterfly. And from here, simply shift click to select both the butterfly and the square and slice them using the tool at the bottom right. And as you know, you want to get rid of the gray slice results at the top here. So select both those and delete. From here, as you can see, you have the two halves of the butterfly split through the middle, but horizontally. Now from here, we want to add text in the middle of it. So to do that, it's much simpler than the last one. All you have to do is type what you want, transform, or just transform actually. From here, simply grab the text, drag it in between the butterfly. Now, as you can see here in our image, we have a couple lines in around the text. So in order to make that, and actually go ahead and adjust this so it does say transformed, like it says in that picture. What we want to do now is simply resize this so it fits inside the butterfly, like so. And we can actually align it. So to align, simply select the entire thing, click align, and align them by centering horizontally. There we go. Perfect. Now from here, what we want to do is go ahead and grab a shape as a square. However, we want this square to be extremely thin. So simply unlock this square, make it nice and thin, take it and put it right where the bottom half of the butterfly lies. And adjust this line so it goes all the way across, just like so. And to make it easier on you, all you have to do is copy Ctrl+C and paste Ctrl+V. Once you do that, you can take it and put it on the bottom half. Now, as you can see, you can adjust this ever so slightly as you wish. Make it so it looks smooth with the line. And there you go. You have the two halves of the butterfly split in the middle as our next design. From here, simply select the entire image, like so, and group them, just so it's easier to move. From here, I'll just resize this so we can adjust this. Resize the other one as well, just so we have some more space to work with. Yep, just like so. Now the next design we'll do is this one right here in the middle on the bottom. The butterfly with a circle and the text fly high. So, in order to do that, we want to, again, insert the butterfly image. And once it uploads, resize it so it's easier to work with. There we go. Perfect. From here, we're going to do something very similar to what we just did in slicing the image. However, we are going to use a circle. So we can grab a circle from here, drag the circle over to here. Go ahead and resize this however we'd like. If you like something like that, seems fine. And from here, we want to make sure the circle is exactly in the middle of this butterfly. So to do that, simply select both of them, and simply go back to align and center horizontally. Center horizontally. Perfect. Now we know the circle is exactly in the middle of the butterfly. From here, we want to select both of them again and go down and slice it just how we've done with the other two. And as you know, you want to delete the slice results that are gray. Delete. However, now we also want to delete this slice result. And so we can delete that. Now we have a circle in the middle of this butterfly, which is exactly what we want. From here, we want to go ahead and add more text to put in the middle of this. Go ahead and put text and type what you like. Fly high. Now from here, as you can see, it won't fit in here very obviously. You go ahead and adjust the size and unlock it like that, make it look just how you want it. From here we want to curve it, so in order to do that, you're going to drag your mouse up to the top and select curve. Once you select curve, you want to slide it whichever way you like. Sliding it to the left will make it move up, and sliding it to the right will make it curve down. We want to slide it upward because we want it to go up. As you can see, we have this. You can go ahead and resize this however we'd like. And there you go. Once you have it how you'd like, it's aligned with the circle. Just adjust it ever so slightly however you need. There we go. Now it is aligned perfectly with that circle. From here, all you have to do is simply click both of them and group this together. As you can see, we have the text fly high in the middle of a circle inside this butterfly. This was one of the simpler ones to make as it only required a couple steps. And the next one we are going to want to go over is, if I just bring this up, we'll go over this one right here on the left, which is fly like a and then butterfly, with the butterfly having two different colors. So in order to do this, we want to go ahead and bring in the butterfly. Again, simply upload and insert image. Go ahead and resize this. Easy to work with. Perfect. Now from here, you want to do the same thing we did for the first one and slice it straight down the middle. So simply align it with the guidelines, make it easier for you. Bring in a shape as a square. Place the square directly in the middle of the butterfly using the guidelines, and simply drag to cover the entire right half of the butterfly. From here, simply click, select both, and go to the bottom and slice it just like we've done. Now we also want to get rid of the gray slice results, so we only want the two butterfly pieces. So simply delete them. And we have these two butterflies. Now what we do want to do, however, is change the color of the right side. In order to do that, simply click it, go up to the top, and in here you can see line type. It shows cut. It shows the red square, which is the color. You can tap on the red square and then adjust the color to whatever you would like. I want something a little light. I'd say that color looks perfect. Go ahead and save that. There we go. And we have this butterfly in two separate colors. From here, we want to have the text fly like a in the middle. So simply go to text, type in the text that you like, fly like a, and then go ahead and take this, drag it right into the middle. Simply adjust it however you like. smaller. There we go. Move it into the middle of the butterfly, right there. You can use the cross in the middle of the square to align it with the line on the butterfly so it's in the middle. Now, we want it to be white, or actually, we want it to be clear. But if you just turn it white, this will not make a cutout in the actual butterfly. It will only make it so that fly like A prints separately from the two halves of the butterfly. That is not what we want. We want the fly like A to be inside the butterfly. So to do that, simply click on the text, fly like A, and shift click one wing at a time. You don't want to select both because it will not work. So select one wing and select slice. Once you do that, simply click on the text again and shift click to the other wing and slice it. From here, you're going to come up with a few slice results from this butterfly. You can go ahead and drag them out. As you can see, we're left with the butterfly wing that is actually having the text fly like A in the middle of it. Go ahead and put that back. And we can go ahead and delete all of these extra text that we don't need. Simply delete it. And we have this butterfly right here. It's already complete. Go ahead and drag, select the entire thing and group it. Then resize it just so it's easy to display. You can adjust the size however you like. I'm just making them really small so that I can keep them to the side while I work on the other projects. So for our next design, we are going to go over this one at the top left where it says growth is a process. You have this wing of a butterfly as well as a small butterfly in the bottom corner. So let's start that. So as you know, you want to grab the butterfly. However, if you have made these already, you can do this in a much easier way. All you have to do is take one of the previously made ones that has a cut in the middle, ungroup it, so you can click the singular wing and simply copy and paste it. So you have this wing to use. Then you can go ahead and regroup that back together and move it back. Now from here you have this wing, and we want a box around the wing. So to do that, simply go to Shapes, grab a square, and put the square. First of all, you want the square to be behind the butterfly, so send it to the back, and then resize it so that it fits the butterfly. Don't want it this big, obviously, so something just like that would be perfect. Now we want this box to be white, so simply change the color in the top. As you can see, there's a square, and select white. Just move the butterfly however you like, just so it's perfectly aligned, just like so. There we go. And now from here we want another smaller square with a butterfly in this bottom corner. So all you have to do is, well, easier way to do it is take the square, simply copy and paste it, and then resize it. It's nice and small, it fits in that bottom corner. Now we will go ahead and grab the butterfly to put in there, but for now let's add the text. We wanted growth, so just take this and slide it right over to here. Now we can make this square just a little bit smaller, so we can make this text smaller and fit it right here, just like so. And once you do that, all you have to do is copy, paste this, so you have the same size for the other side of text, which is going over here. We want this to say is a process. Once you do that, you can rotate it using this rotate tool. So it goes like that. We want it to fit right here. However, obviously, as you can see, this doesn't fit exactly how you want it to. So if you want to make it fit, all you have to do is click it. You can adjust the letter space. Bring it closer together so it's easier to see. And if we bring up that design once more, shows right here that all you have to do is adjust it so this square is in relative size much smaller than the bigger square. So to do that, we can make this square even smaller, make this text even smaller, so we can drag it into there, and we can delete this actually, that since we want the exact same size as this text right here. Go ahead and do that, and copy and paste it. Retype the text is a process, and adjust the size. Here we go, it's almost perfect. Now we can just adjust the letter sizing, letter space, as we did earlier, just so it fits perfectly in line. There we go. I'll actually just move this up just a little bit, just a little bit more, so it's aligned with the top of that. There we go. That is perfect. Now what I want to do is change the color of this text, growth. Something I'd like to do is I want to use the same color we used for this butterfly. So to get the exact color that we used, all we have to do is go ahead and grab this butterfly, ungroup it, so you can click this half of the wing. Once you do that, you can go to the top right here, click on the square, go down to advanced, and you'll see this number or code of the color. All you have to do is simply select this and copy it. You can use Control-C, and then click on this text over here. Go back up to that same square with this text, sorry, not with the text, with the color, and go down here and paste it into here. Now once you do that, you'll have the exact same color that you had. I'll go ahead and regroup this back together so I can move it back to its corner. And now we want a smaller butterfly right down here in this square. So to do that, all you have to do is upload the butterfly that we originally had, which is right here. Go ahead and insert image. Just resize it so it'll fit inside that place right there. Now I want this to be exactly in the middle of that square, so in order to do that, I can simply drag and click so it selects both the butterfly and the square. Go to the top, which is a line, which we've used quite a bit. All you have to do is center horizontally as well as center vertically, but the butterfly sits exactly in the middle. Now if you want this to be perfect, we can take this text growth, shift click to select the white big square, and align them to the right. That way the growth goes right up next to that. And then you can click this and also shift click to this and align to the bottom, so that this is exactly aligned with both the square and this box right here. Now what I do want to do as well is select this growth and select this square and align them again, but align them to center vertically. There we go. And I want to do the same thing with this is a process. Select the square or the butterfly since they're both in the exact same spot, and click align center horizontally this time. So it fits perfectly. Oop, that moved it just a little bit. I want to redo that. Seems like it is perfect exactly where it is instead. Now with that, all you have to do to finish this, let's see, I'll actually adjust this letter space, make it just a little bit bigger so it goes right up to the top. Perfect. And then drag click the entire thing and group it. Perfect. Now you have this right here. Here I'll adjust this size. Oops, don't want it too small. I'll keep it up here at the top left. Now our last one that we are going to work on is this image in the bottom right with the butterfly and the multicolored bottom half. So to do this, we want to bring in a butterfly again. So go to upload and select the butterfly that we've been using and insert image. Go ahead and resize this so it's easier to work with. And now we want to cut it in the middle using the slice tool, just like we did for this one right here, transformed. So if you remember, we want to go into shapes, square, and take this square and align it, put it right where the two halves of the wing, the top and the bottom half of the wing, connect. And we drag it down so it covers the bottom half. And if you remember, all you have to do is either shift click or drag select to select both the butterfly and the square and slice it. There you go. Now we want to get rid of both the gray slice results, this and this. Simply delete them. You're left with this and this now. Now this part is a little tricky to get the multicolored parts of this butterfly, that if you actually want it to print in those different colors. For that, what we want to do is go into shapes and square. We're going to do a similar thing that we've been doing using the slice tool. You can unlock this first and adjust the size of this so it's a nice thin rectangle. Once you do this, you want to basically cover the bottom half with these rectangles. So to do that, you're going to need to copy and paste it multiple times. Once you do that, you can simply move it along so that you have each singular line like so. This is gonna, and all you have to do is adjust them. It doesn't have to align vertically, it only needs to align horizontally with each other. You don't want any space in between, you want them to be flush against each other. Simply cover the entire image and I'll be back once we do that. So there we go. Now we have covered the entire bottom half of the butterfly with these black rectangles. Now what we want to do is select one of the rectangles and then select the bottom half of the butterfly. So as you can't really see where the butterfly is on this screen. However, if you go to the right and go to layers, you can actually see this slice result right here. So all you have to do is shift click to select that as well. It's now selecting both the butterfly bottom half as well as this square. Now all you have to do is select slice. Once you do that, it makes a slice of that part of the butterfly. Now the rest of this is really simple. All you have to do is select each line and shift click to the butterfly and slice. Shift click to the butterfly and slice. There you go. Once you have sliced all the different parts of the butterfly, you want to go ahead and delete the gray parts. You can simply drag click to select all the gray parts and delete them. Once you do that, you can go to the right and actually select all the gray ones. Not that one, just the gray slice results, and simply delete those because we don't want those. We just want these, just a singular one. From here, we actually want to change the color of every single line. So all we have to do is select each part individually, go to the top where it says cut, and then there's a shape of the color, and adjust it to whatever color you'd like. I'll simply use some light colors, use each different one once. There we go. Make it nice and colorful. This is completely up to you. You can choose any color you want or any pattern you want as long as it suits your project. Just a couple more. Let's see. So I use all the light colors. I'll use one. I'll just choose my own. How about go with something like that. Yep. And for our last color, I'll not keep it red. I'll actually change this color. I'll change it to that color we used before actually. There we go. So we have our multicolored bottom half. Now if we want to move this all together, we want to drag and select the entire thing and group it. Once you do this, you want to align it with the bottom half of the butterfly, exactly where it was cut. There we go. Now all you have to do is drag, select the entire image and group it. And there you go, you have all 6 images complete of this project. You turned that one singular butterfly into all these unique designs. Now, as I promised, I'll show you exactly where to get that butterfly as well as many other SVG files to use. So you can go to Google Chrome and go to this website called SVGsilh.com. Once you go here, you simply select this web page. I'll go back to the home page. It'll show you the web page with multiple different designs, and these colors at the top will actually change the color of your design. You can search for anything you like, just like how I searched for my butterfly and I found it right here. These are all free to use images that you can use for any of your projects. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more cool videos like these on Cricut Design Space.